The Last Minute Man, and we are back here today on Range 2. I'm with my good buddy, Mr. Obvious. And Mr. Obvious, what do we got today?
Oh, we've got an old JM stamp, 1894.
It's an 1894.
C. It's 357 Magnum. So
yeah,
it's what we got here today.
And there's nothing to me more fun than a lever gun. There's nothing more fun to shoot, especially when you're wearing a cowboy hat and you get to pretend like you're Clint Eastwood. Not that I am anything like Clint Eastwood, but you know.
Well, the only thing you need is a horse then, and you'd be...
No, that I'm missing about a foot of height. He's a lot taller than me. But anyway, but anywho, this is a very sweet rifle. This is a JM stamped, and we're coming up on deer season here. So we like to go with, what a lot of people might be using for their deer gun. My first deer rifle was a Marlin Model 336 in 30-30, and I'm excited they're getting ready to come back out. Ruger's producing them now, and but this here's a JM stamp, so this should shoot pretty good. I have never fired a 357 mag out of a rifle. But we're shooting some 158 grains today.
158 grain hand loads, yeah. So it's my pistol load, and we're going to be using it out of this rifle. So
all right,
it worked for that. And I've not fired this thing in 8 years. It's been a safe queen. So
she's pretty. It looks brand new. Mm-hmm. But let's go out here. We're going to try to get a good grouping or a good pattern at 50 yards, and then we're going to go out here for gets and shiggles and shoot at 100. And see how we do, but stick with us. Okay, Mr. Obvious, so let's go out here to the 50. And what loads are you using? Just 158 grain?
158 grain.
Hand loads, just full metal jacket, or?
No, they're hollow points. Actually, 2400 powder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're 158 grain.
That's a pretty nice looking hollow point. Yeah. Well, let's go out here. I got the secondary camera fired up, and let's see how you do at the 50 yards. See how she zeros.
All right. See if we can still hit with it. Guess I better take the safety off.
That might help. Yeah. Buddy, I think you're stacking. Go ahead and give me 3 on that 50 first. Give me 3. All right, now go out there. That's tight. Let's go out here to 100. And he's smiling right now down there at you, Mr. Obvious. So take that smile right off his face.
I will.
You just aiming center?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. That's a hit. All right. Now I want to walk down there and really... Now this is what I'm talking about, Mr. Obvious. When you're talking about a good deer rifle, that's a pretty darn tight group with open sights. So show us this.
Yeah, we had 2 right here, then 1 right here. And that's just me holding in different spots. So.
And that is definitely your heart shot.
Yeah, you're talking about an inch.
Now, we will need to move the sights eventually. I'm going to fire it with the sights in the same spot and kind of just see where I hit, because our eyes are different, so that'll be interesting to see too. I typically shoot a little lower than you, so let's go out here to the 100 and take a look at it.
All right.
All right, Mr. Obvious, show us this 100-yard group.
Yeah, well, I'm holding right here, target on top of the bead, so it's consistently hitting a little high, but you see, from 50 to 100, it's not really dropping much any.
Nope.
So, we're still covering it with a hand. So
yeah, that's pretty good. And we're consistently, or you're consistently shooting a little to the left.
Yeah, consistent.
But yeah, man, I'm pretty happy with that. That is pretty awesome.
Yeah,
looks like your hand loads are doing good in that.
Yeah, Yeah, and I think it's hitting the steel with a pretty good thump.
Yeah, it is. It's getting out there pretty quick. So, all right. Well, let's. We're gonna paint over these and get back, and I'll shoot and see if I don't group in a little different spot.
All right.
All right. So I'm gonna do a little reload here, a tactical reload, because we got 3 left in it. So this holds 9, correct?
9
so
and
we
up
held
to 2.
9, so 9 plus 1, so you can hold 10. So I'm just gonna load 3 more in here, and all right. Let's see how I print. Well, there we go. All right, and we've already got 1 in the chamber.
Yes.
All right, so go ahead and fire up that camera, and I'll take a shot here at 50 and see how it does. All right, we good?
We're good.
Okay, I got them both in frame there, so. Okay. Here we go, 3 shots.
Up to 100.
Yep.
Tight groups.
Let's go out there and take a look.
I tell your eyes is better than mine. I think I need new glasses.
Let's go take a gander. Let's pick up this brick.
Wow, now what have we got here?
I think I'm going to steal that rifle from Mr. Obvious and deer hunt with it this year. But right there, all 3 of them. It's the size of my thumbnail.
They call him the lever man.
The lever man. All right, let's go down here. At
the lever gun.
All right, now at 100, it looks like I got a little bit of a pull here. I believe these are my first 2 shots. The picture-in-picture already showed you. But we're still, you know, pretty tight, you know, within 4 inches, I guess, with a lever gun. This was still swinging when I shot, and if I can think of another excuse, I'll let you know. But yeah, out here at 100, obviously my groups did open up a little bit, but that's still a kill.
It's hitting with a thump.
Yeah. So let's go up for our AAR. Right. And we are back with our after action report. And what do we have to report today, Mr. Obvious?
We're going to report a little hard-hitting gun for its size and caliber, that seems to be.
I like this, man. Just how sweet is that? And this is the first time I've shot a group like that with a lever gun ever.
Yeah.
I mean, a 22 lever gun, I can't stack them like that.
Yeah.
So the trigger on this is very nice. This is just a factory trigger. I know with like my Marlin 44, of course, it's a Remlin. But I put that trigger happy kit in it and really lightened up the trigger. Honestly, that's pretty darn nice.
It's nice.
That's got a
It's
nice
not
trigger.
bad at all.
No. And it's shooting pretty good. You know, obviously we need to adjust the sights a little bit there, but the grouping you're getting with those hand loads, man, that is something. I'm really impressed. And just what a beauty of a rifle. Now we'll flash some pictures on the screen here. The action on this, and you'll see in those pictures, is just smooth as can be. I mean, working that action, it's just no hiccup, no burr in it. And that's something I guess you noticed with the JM stamps, that they were a little more meticulous. It's been my experience. Of course, my guide gun, my 4570, I had to go in and deburr some stuff, and that was a JM stamp. So mileage may vary. My Remlin, I had to do some deburring, but this one is just smooth as can be.
Yeah, it's smooth. Yeah, this gun's not been shot much at all. I mean, the side gate don't even have a scratch on it where it's been loading yet. So yeah. It's just a safe queen, and like I said, it'd be good for deer hunting. I mean, as hard as we're seeing it actually hit that steel.
Yeah.
I mean, it might go out to 100 yards.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people, when you read online, a lot of people say for white-tailed deer, this is, of course, the internet commandos out there know more than anybody. And but what I'm reading consistently is about 100 yards. I'm kind of with Mr. Obvious at 50 to 75. I'd feel very comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
But from what we're seeing here, I think at 100, it's very doable.
It's doable if you're a good shot. You got
bullet placement and having the right kind of bullet that will give you the right terminal ballistics.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is just a very, very nice rifle, and I'm really hoping the Ruger Marlins, the Rugmars, we're coining it. I'm really hoping when those come out, I'm really looking forward to seeing that in the 357. I know they're getting ready to come back out, I believe, with the 336 again. So it'll be a 336 and 30-30 or 35 Remington.
Yeah.
And we'll be seeing those on the shelves. The 4570 SBLs that they've come out with, the 1895s, those seem to be really good. People are liking them. People are really liking them. I haven't got my hands on one yet. I'm wanting to wait for the 1894s to come out. I really like a 44 Magnum. It's something I do a lot of reloading with, and I think it's a pretty decent, within 100 yards.
100 yards, I've seen a lot of deer taken with a 44 Magnum at 100 yards, and they do the job. Out to 100 yards are deadly.
Oh, yeah. And, these 357s, I've never done it, but maybe that's something I should do this hunting season, or heck, Mr. Obvious has them come up and shake his hand out here, so them deer, so we can take one at 50 with this, no problem. And but yeah, this I'm really glad you had this and that you brought it out, and I wish the fella that you bought this from was still with us. He'd be tickled out here and shooting this with us, but I had fun doing this today, and let us know in the comment section what you thought about the 1894 and 357 Magnum. Let us know if you've ever taken a deer with one. Let us know how it worked for you. I'm curious to try it out.
Yeah, I'd like to hear in the comment section how far you've actually taken a deer with one of these.
Yeah.
Is it feasible at 100 yards?
I'd say it's definitely feasible.
I've killed deer with 357 Magnum pistols, but we're talking 40, 50 yard shots.
Right.
But now the rifle, I'm sure it's got a good wallop out there at 100.
It seemed to, didn't it? I mean, it was getting right there.
Yeah, and we're shooting Hornady XTPs 158 grains out of this, so that's what we got with 2,400 powder.
Yeah.
So
your hand loads were shooting very accurate there. I wouldn't change a thing. And I'm loving this, but let us know what you thought. Is there anything else you want to add, Mr. Obvious?
No, not really. Just a sweet gun. That's
well, with that, everybody, remember, keep your knife sharp, keep your powder dry, have fun, and be safe out there this hunting season.
Subscribe to Last Minute Man. Hit that little bell button up there. I dare you.